Well, friends, we've arrived at Valeri's house. So let's knock, or rather ring the bell.
Whoa, who's there?
Oops.
Hey there.
Hey there. Welcome to Nichushkin house, it seems. Okay.
So, welcome everyone. Okay.
Valeri, the audience is asking for a tour. Please tell us how you live, how you recover, what are you up to at home, any interesting hobbies to do, and so on. Some cool stories, etc.
Alright, sure, no problem. Let's go ahead and do it.
Any stories are welcome.
Alright, I see, sure. Okay, let's start with the house tour. I'll show you a little bit first.
Let's go.
Here's the dining area. My wife works over there. She's always sitting there. I usually sit here too. The house, we just recently moved. About a year ago. We moved in September, but we haven't finished everything yet.
So in Dallas, you didn't buy anything, you just rented?
No, never. I've always just rented apartments all along. You know, when your contract's for like a year or two, it's always, well, first the contracts were shorter, so financially it was harder to avoid buying a place somewhere. Secondly, no one's insured against trades. You know, with my current contract, they can trade me for like 3 years. Also, there's certain trade restrictions as well, so we decided to buy a house, especially now that we have a child. Man, honestly, I got really lucky with the house purchase because we bought it just at the right time when there was a slight dip in prices, and there aren't many houses like this one, you know? Especially in this area, the prices for housing, it's pretty great deal that we got. You know, I installed in speakers in the corners up there and here as well. In fact, I put speakers all over the house in common areas so I can just play music on my phone. When the weather's nice, like you see now, I'll come up here, do some stretching or set up something here, play a little meditation session, just lie down and sunbathe, relax a bit. By the way, my sister painted this, though she was in a rush and didn't have time to finish it. Maybe I'll finish it myself, or at least I give it a try.
Do you know how to paint?
Nah, of course not. Why would I? But seriously, sometimes I can actually turn out okay. But yeah, you never know.
I heard that there was a room in this house called the Lego Mecca.
I also love building Lego because, you see, it's hard to order Russian books, so I use Litrest. Maybe you heard about this app before.
Yeah.
So, as you know, I like to have one book for one mood and a different book when I'm in different. And when I go for a walk, it's great to just run on a book, but when you sit down at home on the couch and you put on some headphones, it's hard to focus. You start playing out your phone and then you lose focus. So you need to be doing something else at the same time to keep your mind off of things. So I build Lego sets, turn on the audiobook, and I really dive into it and I get into this zone of, concentration.
That's just...
Yeah, there's a collection. It's simple. You might have noticed there's still a lot of them scattered around the house.
Yeah.
In the bedroom, well, not the bedroom, the walk-in closet. They're also big sets.
Well, you should have an exhibition, Just look at this. The question is, what hasn't Valeri finished building yet?
I haven't built this one yet.
Oh, this is a new set. A new batch has arrived.
It's next in line. It's coming next. Even I like to take the small sets on trips. So when I fly somewhere, we arrive, have dinner with the guys, and then head to the rooms by like 8 p.m. To avoid going on YouTube watching all this nonsense, not getting caught up in cheap dopamine. I just pop in my headphones and I turn on some audiobook and spend about an hour and a half building. Then I go for like a massage with Jania and then followed by some tea.
We're in the kitchen.
Yeah, kitchen.
So what do you eat?
For the last 8 years, my fridge has always been empty. Basically, ever since I moved to America at 18, I spent all my free time eating out at restaurants, just to get out of the house, have a walk. I really don't like staying at home. Also, I've always rented an apartment here. And the rental apartments are different. Like in Moscow, for example, you can rent in a really amazing apartment. Here, it's a bit different. Big companies build the entire buildings with rental apartments only. In Moscow, an apartment like that would cost around $7,000 or $8,000, but here, even the best one might cost like $4,000.
Low, right?
They're small, the rooms are small, and the ceilings are low, you know? You can't even do much with the decor here and make it nice. But here I picked out some really nice furniture. I actually enjoy being here. There's a lot of space, and I can even step outside. But for that, I lived in an apartment, and you know, cooking there was a hassle. In my last apartment, the kitchen fan didn't even work properly. So when we did cook, we had to open the balcony and the other hallway because, you know, people are walking by, and the fan just didn't work. Now, with the kid, we still try to get out for lunch, but we always have dinner at home. Sometimes we order and sometimes we decide to cook.
Name top 3 favorite dishes of yours and top 3 favorite dishes your wife cooks for you.
Well, for me, if I had to pick my top 3, I love sushi a lot. I don't know, steaks in America are really good.
Sushi and steaks?
I have to give them credit for that. But it's sushi in Texas, especially in Dallas, oh man.
Sushi, steaks, and what's the third one?
Italian pasta.
Pasta. What does your wife cook?
My wife's signature dish is definitely teriyaki salmon. I say that, then of course, before games, she makes me spaghetti or pasta, like those little bow tie ones. I really love those, you know. She makes chicken breast, organic, of course. Cuts it thin and cooks it in the egg. I always ask her to fry the chicken a little bit in the egg, and then she adds some balsamic sauce.
Sounds tasty.
It's just amazing.
Whose sticks are these?
Well, these are some of the guy sticks. All the top players. You've got Malo, Joby, and Panarin.
Okay, alright, this one's Valera's, that's Kuzi's?
Yeah, mine just ended up here by accident. No, actually, one of these sticks from when my child was born. I score with it. I want to do something with it, maybe. It's kind of special.
As a keepsake.
Yeah. The marked birth of my child with the goal. It's pretty cool, right?
Who do you get along with best? I mean, out of the guys whose sticks are here in your collection.
I think I'm on good terms with all of them. More or less the same. Not super close with anyone. Actually, with Kaprasov, was supposed to give me a stick yesterday, but to be honest, I wasn't in the best mood after the game. You know, the last 5 games have been tough for me. I haven't been getting much points, and we have a new line. I'm playing with Middlestad and also with Sac Paris, and things haven't been going too great for us. Sometimes you don't get points. You have chances, you know, goals come, but other times, like, there's nothing clicking. And when you're losing little battles and not creating much, I told the guys yesterday, let's get together for a meal, just to hang out and talk. They're fairly new to the team, you know? So, we need to
bond.
Know each other better. So yeah, so to speak. So we can play more as a team. Right now, we're not talking much. And honestly, I think that's part of the problem we're facing. It definitely plays a key role. I mean, come on. When you're playing with the same line with a friend, it's awesome. You can have a laugh, you know? And if someone takes a jab at your friend, you get mad and he go defend him.
Give us your dream line.
Oh man, I don't even know where to start here. It's a long one, but listen, no matter what, I love to play at least one game with Alex Ovechkin. I mean, seriously, the guy is just incredible. I really hope he breaks that record. It's nice. I've had the chance to have dinner with him a few times. Mostly thanks to Evgeny Kuznetsov. You know, when they come to visit, I've met Evgeny and we go out together. I've got a really story about Sasha. Let me just tell you. You know, with some people, when they become famous, sometimes they think, wow, those people, they don't seem really want the attention. Like if someone asks for a picture, they might just brush it off. But Sasha, on the other hand, you get why he's so popular. One time we were on a flight together, and we were also heading back from Moscow to the US, and we're on the same flight by coincidence. And we found out when we were booking tickets, people kept coming up to him one after another. I didn't expect them to be so recognizable. I mean, sure, maybe like 5 people, but there were like 20 people just one after another. And he didn't refuse a single one. Then, like, when we boarded the plane, the same thing happened. At customs, the same thing. Everyone stopped to take a picture, and there I was with Orlov, just staying off to the side and watching. And someone came up to us and said, here, take a picture. Honestly, if I were on his team, I wouldn't want to play with him just because of this. Being a photographer would be like a second job. But the point is, we sit down to have a snack, and he starts telling us a story. Yeah, I mean, you can tell he really wants to tell it. He's super into it. Then suddenly, someone comes up and it starts at Alexander, can we take a picture? He's just like, boom. There he goes, guys, no. And he keeps telling the story. And I'm thinking to myself, yes, finally he refused someone. But then he doesn't finish his story, and he gets up, he sees the people waiting, goes over to them, takes a picture, and then comes back. I was really pleasantly surprised. I've never refused anyone, but not that many people come up to me. But I know other guys, I won't mention their names, who are also pretty popular. They're often like, what do you want? Go away. Or some like that. And a lot of them are even Russian top players. When they're standing around, they're just like, no way, I'm not signing anything and don't do nothing.
So Ovi doesn't get arrogant?
Nah, not at all. You can tell he generally gets attitude from me. He enjoys it and all that.